Hey, good morning, everybody. I went to the doctor yesterday, so I wasn't able to do a lot, and I had to try to finish working, and so I wasn't really all in there yesterday. So I wanted to do a quick video. So I want to say something. We can't keep trying to legitimize certain players because of keys that are on a keyboard anymore. Okay, we can't do that because you're either effectual or ineffectual on the court to help your team win. Especially when you're losing. What's up, Rico? Especially when you're losing sometimes 4, 5, 6 points. Okay, because that stuff matters. Okay, I'm about to explain it. I'm feeling better, Rico, but took me weeks to get a doctor's appointment. Should have happened sooner, but we'll see what happens when I get my all right. I gotta go. I'll figure it out. So check this out. Okay. Now, mind you, we finally had a game that actually looked like a game for us, right? It was a competitive game on the road against one of the top teams in the East. This was a game that we've been anticipating all season. This is about the best game they played in a very, very long time, almost 2 months, right? Game they could have won, should have won possibly, but at least we can see there's a turn. Two threats from Travis, a trade, and here we are. A game where, and Jimmy Butler was back. No excuses. But this is a team that just beat us the other night, right? Tyler Hero, right? So here's the deal. DeAndre started, change, not coming off the bench, right? Now let's do this real quick before I do what I was going to do. Let's try to do this expeditiously as possible here. And hopefully it'll let me do both pages. And it will. Good. All right. So Hunter had 20. John had 16. Bogey had 7. Trey had 24. Gallo had 18. Kevin had 15. Okay. And Gallo played as far as, what he did on the court. Like, he ain't trying to get traded. Y'all saw me post it. He ain't trying to get traded. Right. He's playing for his Atlanta life right now. Okay. DeLon Wright had a game that he was supposed to have per his $8 million a year. I'm not giving him any credit until he starts doing it every night. Sorry, I can't because he's been averaging 3 points, 2 assists every night. Last night he had 8 points, had 3 steals. See how he getting in there, doing a little something. Had 4 assists, had a rebound. 2 for 3 from the field. He took 3 shots in his 13 minutes. He hit a 3-pointer. He hit 3 or 4 from free throw line. Right? So, however, 17 minutes went to TLC. He went 1 for 3 from the field. He hit a 3 finally, had 3 boards, had an assist, had 3 points. Gorgie, he played 15 minutes, went 1 for 2 from the field, had 4 boards, still, he did have a block. But here's the deal, okay? Work with me here, okay? I'm trying to, it's 7 o'clock. I got to hurry up. So, first quarter, DeAndre played 6 minutes and 46 seconds. He went 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, had a block, had 5 points. Right? John, them rest, this ain't working with him really, right? He had 2 points in the first quarter. He played the whole first quarter. Gorgie, 4 minutes, didn't hit a shot yet. Bogey, 6 minutes, 46 seconds, didn't hit a shot. This is first quarter now. Trey played 9.5 minutes, 4-6, 1 of 2 from 3, had 2 assists, 9 points. Okay. And then at the tail end of the quarter, Big O came in, TLC came in, Gallo came in, Kev came in. Kev, in his 5 minutes, was 2 for 3 from the field, had 5 points. Gallo hit his he hit a three. Hit his free throws. That's what was one of the things that was helping. He was going to the basket. He had 6 points. TLC hit his one shot in that first quarter. Okay, Big O, he didn't actually shoot. Had a rebound. Okay, that was the first quarter. Second quarter, DeAndre hit a shot, had 5 points in 6 minutes. John, 1 of 2 from the field, had 2 points in 3 minutes. He only played 3 minutes. Second quarter. Okay. Gorgie, 6 minutes, 39 seconds, didn't score. Bogey didn't score. 4 minutes. Well, he hit free throws. He had 4 free throws. He didn't take a shot, actually. We didn't have a field goal attempt. That counted. Trey in the second quarter, 6 minutes, 44 seconds, 1 for 2 from the field. It was a 3. He had 6 points because he hit free throws. Big O did take a shot in his minute and 30 seconds that he was in the game in the second quarter. He had 2 points. Okay. TLC played 5 minutes, didn't score. Gallo, 11 minutes, 23 seconds, 3 for 4 from the field, hit a 3. Didn't have no free throws, but he scored 9 points. Kev, 3 from 6 from the field, hit 2 threes, had 8 points. That was that quarter. And DeLon had his shot that he hit. He hit a couple free throws as well. He had 4 points. All right. Third quarter. Okay. Third quarter, DeAndre played 9 minutes, had 5 points. John, 6 minutes, had 8 points. 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, hit both his free throws. Gorgie played 4 minutes, 26 seconds. That's when he hit his bucket, had 2 points. Bogey, 7 minutes, 42 seconds, 3 points. Trey, 10 minutes, 23 seconds, 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. Didn't have any free throws. Had a couple more assists, 5 points. Big O, 7 minutes. Hit another shot, 2 points. TLC, 2 minutes, 54 seconds, didn't score. Gallo, 5 minutes, 23 seconds, hit 1 for 3 from the field, hit another 3, had 3 points. Kevin, 4 minutes, didn't score, went 0 for 3. DeLon, I think he hit a free throw. He had 1 point, 1 minute, 37 seconds. Fourth quarter. Here's where it all turns out. DeAndre, 6 minutes, 55 seconds, 2 for 3 from the field, hit another 3, had 5 points. John, 7 minutes, 26 seconds, 2 for 4 from the field, 3 boards, assists, had 4 points. Bogey, 4 minutes, didn't score. Trey, 8 minutes, 4 points. Big O, 4 minutes, didn't take a shot, 1 point. He wasn't in there at the end. TLC, 3 minutes, 55 seconds, didn't score. Gallo, 12 minutes, didn't score. Kevin, 9 minutes, had 2 points. DeLon, 3 points. Now, do you know that Big O, his last 2 games, has shot 100% from the field? Did y'all know that? Oh, I'm going to get into the rotations if I have enough time now, Rico. Believe you me, because y'all know how I am about that. But did you know that Big O has shot 100% from the field? Oh, man, I can't see. Put my glasses on. 100% from the field the last 2 games, 100% from the field. If he's taking shots, they're all going in. And also, he plays defense. He plays defense better than Gallo. And Gallo did what he needed to do to stay on the team, but he didn't magically start playing defense. So why is he getting all these minutes in the fourth quarter when we needed stops at this point? See, it's a matter of the feel of the game. Gallo, by the way, was 5 for 12 from the field for the game. He hit 5 free throws that helped him get to his 18, but he was 5 for 12 from the field overall. Okay, he had 3 He was 50% from three, but everything else, he was getting to the basket to get fouled. But at a certain point, we didn't need scoring as much as we needed to stop the other team, because the other team scored 30 points in the fourth quarter. We scored 19. Yeah, we needed to score, but if we could just stop them, because we had the lead. That's my point. We had the lead. So once you get the lead, let's lock it down. That's one thing. Now, this whole plus minus thing, at a certain point, 15 minutes and 21 seconds to get 2 shots, to get 2 points in the game when we lost by 6, I think is ineffectual. When you have somebody who ain't missing their shots, who only got 16 minutes in the game and only had 2 shots the whole game. For me, that's a little bit of an issue. Big O ain't hurt. Big O ain't old. He's back. He's been back for 2 weeks now, hasn't he? So why isn't he in the game more at this point? You can start Gorgie. Okay, fine. Make it ceremonial. Big O needed to be in that game 30 plus minutes like everybody else, because you would have a little bit more of a change. You would not have that rookie center because he's like doing all those things that he was doing. Okay, I'm just trying to make it clear. And this is where the rotational part comes in that Rico mentioned. Okay, because at a certain point, certain things haven't been working. And I've said this the other night. I said it ad nauseum. For some reason, Nate was determined to take this whole team down with him to try to prove that he's right, that the young people don't need to play, and these so-called veterans are just going to be so much better. And he can't look at the feel of the game to be like, he's shooting us out of the game. He is not being effectual in this game right now. We need to do something else. For whatever reason, he's taken out Lou out the rotation. Skylar Mays don't even get to play. He's proven a whole bunch that he could do some stuff on the floor if given the minutes. You don't want to play the rookies? Okay, fine. But the problem is when Trey comes off that floor, you have, for what offensive flow we have, you take Trey off, it goes even deeper worse. Because again, DeLon Wright isn't an effectual backup point guard. What did Bob say? Bob was like, well, DeLon is the backup point guard now because he's taking Lou out the lineup. What? Lou was never the point guard. DeLon's getting $8 million to supposedly give us 10 points and 5 assists like he's been doing the last 3 years, and he's been giving us 3 points and 2 assists, except for a few games here and there the whole season. It's January. It's January. And more times than not, DeLon Wright is not helping this team win games. He's just out there. He doesn't play defense enough to warrant him not being able to be effectual on the offensive side of the ball. He doesn't. He's not. He's not consistent. That 120-point game here, and he have 5 assists there, but are those 5 assists a product of actually running an offense, or just somebody being open because you had to give up the ball because you're about to turn the ball over or do something crazy? Okay? I wanted Gorgie Thang to work out, but it ain't. He's been DNPing him this whole time. Now he wants to start him because you want to say, okay, I want to bolster the bench, which kind of did work to an extent. Kind of did work just on the basis of, Big O is on the bench, coming off the bench. But guess what? He only had 2 opportunities the whole game. And he should have been in there on defense, not Gallo again. Because Gallo is not all of a sudden going to become a defensive stalwart. He's not. He's not. It's not going to happen. And Gorgie didn't do enough to be effective on his end for the minutes that he got. And TLC, for 17 minutes that he got, DeAndre should have got more minutes. Kev should have got more minutes. Heck, for that matter, Trey should have had more minutes. Trey only played 34 minutes that game. Bogey's 1 for 7 from the field. At a certain point, he got peeled back. He wasn't hitting no threes. He was 1 for 6 from 3. He had 7 points the whole game. He started. Again, we have enough players on our team now. We did play 10 people last night at least. That's a start, right? But if he ain't going to play the rooks and give them a chance to actually have some kind of effect on this season in regards to energy and production, you got to switch up this minute diversification because it makes no sense. If anything, Hunter should have played 35 minutes. There's only one player look, the two players that played 34 or more minutes was Trae Young and Gallo. What did I say happened in the third? Gallo was 1 for 3. His 5 minutes. Ain't bad. 1 for 3. It was a 3-pointer. He scored 3 points in that quarter. But in the fourth quarter, he didn't score at all. He was 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He had 1 rebound. We lost by 6 points. We had the lead, and then we lost it. TLC played, didn't score. You see what I'm saying? Bogey, 4 minutes, didn't score. DeAndre was scoring, though. John was scoring, though. Trae only had 4 points. He had 2 assists, though. You see what I'm saying? Something has to be done just on that basis alone. Because otherwise, it ain't going to matter that everybody is back. It ain't going to matter that everybody is back. Oh, I've been. Well, yeah, I've been on there. I got to figure out, Rico. I just haven't had time to really do it and just the energy to do it. But I want to try to start. I'm gonna start adding all my videos to the radio show YouTube page eventually. And as we get back on the air, I'm gonna be trying to I'm gonna do that. It's just been a lot though to try to do everything right now. I'm still trying to recover. So last night, for me, wasn't so much, evil, disappointing kind of a deal because we saw the team that we're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're supposed to play. It had to start somewhere. And if being threatened by your general manager didn't work and trading somebody out did work, let's trade somebody once a week. I don't know. Shouldn't come to that though, of course. But again, it's always going to come down to the coaching. I've been saying it. We don't have the best assistants. We just don't. We don't have big man. We don't have nobody preaching defense. We don't got no offensive connection of any kind. We just out there. But last night, you saw it a little bit. You just saw a hint of what we can have. You see what I'm saying? Because in result, let's see. Let me see if I can read this off real quick. We had 26 assists for the whole game. Had 6 steals. Turned the ball over 15 times. That didn't help. Only had 25 rebounds for the whole game. That ain't great. Shot 86% from the free throw line, 42% from 3. Shot 48% from the field. Miami shot 14 from 30 from 3-point line, though, 46%. That's almost 50 freaking percent right there, y'all. Problem. They had more assists than us. They turned the ball over 15 times. But at the end of the day, we were in the game. But Dwayne Dedmon was 4 for 6 from the field. He was unstoppable. Tyler Herro, 7 for 16, 4 from 8 from 3. Max Strus was killing us again, 6 from 9 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3. Omer, 7 from 9 from the field. He shot 77%. Shot 77%. Had 11 rebounds. Had 4 assists. He's killing us. Jimmy Butler. Whatever. So again, it's a matter of being effectual or ineffectual during the whole game. At a certain point, when you're ineffectual, someone got to be pulled. It's better to not have that person in there shooting you out. As great as Gallo played last night on the edge of his energy is better. He's hitting good shots. He was shooting. He missed a lot of shots too. And that switch over to say, okay, we don't need all of this from Gallo right now. We need to stop the other team and have a better stopping team in there. That's going to make a big difference at this point. And for Big O to just have 15, 16 minutes in the whole game, it ain't right. He needs to be able to have more of an impact in the game. Because again, when he gets to have a field goal opportunity, he ain't been missing lately. He's shooting 100% from the field. Can't get no better than that. Ain't nobody else on this team shooting 100% from the field. Putbacks, he finishes. Don't you want somebody who can finishes at the basket all the time? I think that's a big deal. I think it's a huge deal. TLC don't need to be in the game at all anymore. He don't need to be in the game at all. He ain't doing anything that helps his team win. This has been for a long time. This is one of the reasons that Cam is gone, because there's just an insistence of keep putting them in there. Even though Cam was back, he still kept getting more minutes. And it just doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. So you don't want to play the rooks. Okay, fine. Minimize the minutes on the ineffectual people. You got, as a head coach, you got to be able to do that. You know who's real good at doing that? Coach Spo. And he ain't been around as long as Nate. Hawks TV has a space on Twitter with a lot of guys talking about the Hawks. I would like to hear you on there one day. Yeah, that's a whole schedule thing. Now I'll be knowing when they be doing stuff, and then half the time I'll be working and stuff, and then I'll be asleep. So it just kind of depends. I have to try. I actually did try to do one for myself one time just to kind of test it out because I had never done it before. Um, so I might try that one day, but we'll see. I talked to Jordan. We're either going to try to do a show after the game tonight or sometime Sunday afternoon, since we don't got no more football to pay attention to. 'Cause I don't know about y'all. I don't watch football. And I just don't. But anyway, so we might try to be on the air Sunday to do a 2-hour Hawk show with all the stuff going on. But hopefully we win tonight. It is a must win. I mean, literally tonight was a must. Last night was a must win, but it was just, I've been saying a lot of games are must wins and we lose them all, so I kind of stopped doing that now. And I just needed to see the difference, and it was a difference. It was a comfortable difference to be like, I feel good about this team finally. Team. We just gotta get the rotation thing good. You know what I'm saying? And again, you can't be allowed to just let people shoot you out the game. This guy ain't hitting. You don't got to take him out necessarily. Just tell him to stop shooting. You can do that. Again, remember my basketball videos? If I shoot 3 times in a row and I miss all 3 times, I'm not going to just keep shooting for the sake of shooting when I got 4 other guys on my team, especially depending on who is on my team. When you get picked up, you know who's on your team. Especially you've been playing with them for years. I've been playing with the same group of guys for 20 plus years. I know who can do what exactly. I know where they like to be on the court. Because see, again, I'm a passer. So again, if I'm not going to shoot out. I'm going to the post. I'm setting screens for my shooters. I'm picking and rolling, picking and popping. You see what I'm saying? I'm not dunking or anything. Can't dunk. Can't do that with my knee. Well, I could do those other things. And then later on in the game, if I get another wide open shot, I might be a little bit more comfortable and I might shoot. Sometimes I won't shoot at all because I know exactly who I got on my team. And all I say is, y'all cut, y'all got open pass. Because these guys ain't getting around me. You see what I'm saying? But our team, we're just gonna let you shoot as many times as you want to. Again, there's that one game I point to. Gallo went 4 for 17, 1 for 7 from 3, and of course he wasn't playing no defense. You can't have it that. You either gotta be playing really good defense or you gotta be shooting lights out. Because if you're doing neither, how you keep getting all these minutes? How are you allowed to take the whole team down with you? How you keep putting TLC in there? He ain't stopping anybody. He's not stopping nobody enough to say, oh, he needs to get all these minutes over this person. It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. But I still say, with all the other rookies in the league who are actually getting, what is this? Why is this up? Getting 12 minutes a night, 13 minutes a night, 15 minutes a night, 17 minutes a night on good and bad teams. I don't want to say, oh, well, he's getting rookie minutes. That rook is getting minutes because he's on a bad team and he has to start. No, that's not true. You got rookies across the border who are getting minutes on your teams that are 10 games above 500. We just saw one last night because Bam is out. We, before COVID, had 5 players out, and our rookies couldn't get no minutes. None. Why draft them? We don't need draft picks. And don't say they're not good. Cooper, 20 points, 8 assists. 20 points, 8 assists. 20 points, 8 assists. There's only one other player in college history who's ever done that before. You know who he is? He's our starting point guard. There got to be something there. Jalen Johnson was a top 5 pick before his injury. There's a whole bunch of top 5 picks that got injured in the draft, and some of them still got picked 5 with injury histories and everything. And he can't even get on the court, but we got to watch him go to G League, wasting time getting 18 and 11 every night, hitting 6 for 7 from threes and getting 6 assists and just snatching rebounds and dunking on folks and everything. Him and Cooper just alley-oop central. But they can't help us, and we got guys out by the multitudes, though. They can't give us no energy, which has been the problem all season. People looking like they care. They can't help because all they want is playing time. You can't say they hadn't gotten the deserved playing time or done enough to get it. They're just not being played. Your general manager said as much. But you're going to keep on putting people in? You're not even playing Gorgie Dang. Just DMPing them. So you mean to tell me JJ can't get no minutes? Big O was gone. JJ couldn't get no minutes at all? That's crazy. We have no offensive flow at all. You don't think it's worth it to find out if Coop can settle things down and give us some offensive flow when Trey comes off the court so we're not down by 15 when he finally does come back because he's on the bench too long, as usual? And we just out there? Gallo bringing up the ball? Come on, guys. Making my head hurt. All right, let me go out into this cold weather. I got to try to do some location scouting for this shoot I got in 2 weeks. And then I got to put gas in my mom's car before I take it back to her later on today. I think Sam's Club gas station opens at early. So I'm about to go. Linda says Nate sticks with the same lineup. Mays need to. No, we ain't gonna play Skylar. Why are we gonna do that? When he was great on the court, doing all kind of stuff, managing things. No, we can't play Skylar anymore. I don't even know why he's on the roster. Just throw him back in the G League too. Doesn't make any sense. Because again, did I read it? I'm looking at it. We played 10 people. Wait a minute, is this the fourth quarter thing? Yeah. Let me go back over here. 29 minutes. DeAndre gave us 20 points. How come he couldn't play 35 minutes? John played 29 minutes. How come he couldn't play 35 minutes? See, this is again, it's like, why are you giving 15 minutes to Gorgie and 34 minutes to Gallo? How's Gallo warrant 34 minutes shooting 5 for 12? He hit 5 free throws, that counts. He did have 5 rebounds, I'll give him that. But he don't play defense. I don't know how he got the steal, by the way. But anyway, 34 minutes? No, you needed to cut that down. You needed to cut that down. TLC, 17 minutes? You needed to cut that down. And Big O, DeAndre, John should have got those minutes. Because TLC scored 3 points. Gorgie scored 2. I'm just saying that there's a difference there. We lost by 6. We needed stops, and we needed better field goal percentages at that point, and we didn't get those. Make that same dude in Indiana. That's why they got rid of him. And again, it was a little bit of a roll of the dice. I didn't think it would be. I looked past all of those things and said, this is the perfect spot. This is the perfect situation. He has the players to make it different than the other periods of time that he had. He finally has the group. But apparently, and again, it's a matter of he did such a great job mix and matching last year. And that's what was so scary about it. How can both the coaching staff and the players, at least certain players, actually do regress to this point? And it's like he just forgot everything about the previous season and said, well, I'm going to go back to how I usually do it. And that's that. And again, I'm like, how are you allowed to do that? You see what I'm saying? Because all these things are being allowed to happen. Not playing defense has been allowed to happen up to this point. You see what I'm saying? The overhelp that Nate finally admitted is happening out there. And all the other things, blocking out. I saw a whole bunch of blocking out last night that I ain't seen before. Let me see. Let's check that real quick, though. At least the effort was there. They might not have did it every time, but let me see something. They had 9 offensive rebounds last night. I can't remember if all of them turned into points or not, but, you know. Actually, I know how I can check that real quick. Go to another screen. Boop, boop, boop. And voila. They had, well, my bad, 46 points in the paint. So, they're still basically giving up 50 points in the paint. That's the big one right there. Those are the two things that have to change. 46% from 3. I don't know what the Miami Heat's been shooting from 3 all season, but we know they like to shoot the 3. And we gave up almost 50% from 3. We offset it on our own by shooting 42% from 3, but still. Non-offensive rebounds. We had non-offensive rebounds, so that evened out. Everything else was pretty. Look, we had the same number of turnovers, same number of steals. We had 1 more block than they did. They had 4 more assists than we did. Same amount. They didn't like kill us on the rebound again totally or anything like that. So that was cool. But again, points in the paint, they had 46 of them. You know what could have curbed that a little bit? Big O playing 35 minutes. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Now, the 3-point percentage, well, oh well, we tried. If he ain't going to play the rooks to try to help us out, all he needs to do is adjust these minutes when it happens. See, again, being able to adjust in real time, that's what's missing right now. A lot of this stuff has been allowed to happen. You turn the ball over too much, you know what you do? Come on, you got to come off the floor. You're not helping us right now. You're shooting the team out. Hey, come here. You're not blocking out. You're not getting back on defense. Hey, I need to bring some other people in. And we have other people. You're not putting the ball in the basket at all? Come here. We're going to try somebody else. Scholar can put the ball in the basket. Luke can put the ball in the basket, but he's out the rotation. You see what I'm saying? Something has to give here. And now somebody on Twitter was like, man, I don't know if Travis can let this happen on the coaching side. He said he might have to go ahead and get rid of Nate. You just signed him and everything, but can you really be allowed to bring the team all the way down to the depths of whatever you want to call it, from being 2 games away from the finals to having this record at this point of the season and out of the playoff picture? Like last night was the first time you could say that you have a chance possibly to do something in the playoffs if you got there, that you have a shot to make it. Because up until last night, we had no shot of making the playoffs. Like literally, there's nothing you can say that was saying that we're going to turn this around. Last night was the first time you could say that. First time in 2 months that you could say it. Okay. You just gotta do a little. What would they say? A little bit of straightening. Just a little bit. You're almost there. Hunter starting. Does he if he had let TLC start one more game with Hunter being on the squad and Cam ain't here? But there was no reason for Gorgie to have 15 minutes and be ineffectual. That whole plus minus thing means nothing to me. He scored 2 points. That's what happened. He scored 2 points in his 15 minutes on the floor. He was 1 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. TLC had 17 minutes, 1 for 3 from the field. He hit a 3, and that was his only shot. He didn't do anything to deserve 17 minutes. That could have been split up between DeAndre, could have been split up for John, could have split up for even, Trey needed to play 40 minutes last night. Why didn't he play 40 minutes? Anybody? Anybody? He shot 53% from the field, 42% from the three-point line, hit all 7 of his free throws. Is there any reason he couldn't play 40 minutes last night? It's a 48-minute game. Someone explain it to me. Want to know why? I know why. It's just a matter of can other people catch up? I see effort last night. Guys were talking. Yeah, and that was again. Last night was the first time in 2 months all the stuff that supposedly is supposed to happen in the game happened. You could hear them screaming at each other, switches, rotations, the whole 9 yards. Again, they were winning the game. That's how you know. This team, we were beating the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler. Remember, this team beat us just the other night without Butler. We were beating them. That's how you could tell. This was a game we should have won. Yeah, okay, well, but they didn't. That right there didn't, again, wasn't that big a deal to me. Even though also it was a divisional game and we won the division last year. Would have been a great game to win on the road, just for the sake of it. Because we have been playing better on the road than at home, obviously. But last night was the first time that you saw it, right? It. But that fourth quarter, couldn't get no stops, and we had no offensive flow. I think Steve or Mike Conley was like, "Yeah, we didn't even get ball in the basket for like a couple of minutes," and I'm like, "Well, again, 12 minutes, 0 for 4, 0 for 2, 0 points. That was Gallo. We didn't need Gallo to try to help finish that quarter. We needed a little bit more shots for other people. If we had flipped that, if we had taken off 6 of those minutes and given them to maybe Kevin and DeAndre, because Kevin, he was 1 for 2 that quarter. He had 2 points. DeAndre was 2 for 3 that quarter, had 5 points. I'm just saying. Get the ball to the people who are putting it in with more propensity than everybody else. And also give you the stopping ability. Again, switch out seven or eight of those minutes and give them to Big O, who only played 4 minutes and 34 seconds. He had 2 offensive rebounds, a steal, and a block. You mean to tell me that if he had played 8 minutes and 34 seconds instead of 4 minutes and 34 seconds, we might have had another outcome? I'm just saying, I'm looking at it just from that standpoint. There it is, right in front of you. Anyway, guys, it's 7:45. The sun is coming out finally. Sun's coming out tomorrow. Hopefully we win tonight. I will talk to y'all soon, but again, I wasn't feeling well enough to try to do a video after the game last night, so I figured I'd get up and do a little something. But again, if he ain't gonna play the rookies and give them a chance to help the team, because again, it can't get no worse by playing them. You've had these guys since the very beginning of the season. Then they prove themselves in G League to say they deserve some time. You bring them up to play 2.3 minutes a game. That makes no sense. When all the other rookies in the league are getting 15 to 17 regular minutes, you can't get regular. You can't get used to doing anything. You can't get comfortable playing every 7th game for 2 minutes. It makes no sense. No basketball player can get that. They got to play. And again, to continue to insist on playing all these other people when they're not giving you anything to warrant the minutes that they're getting, it's a slap in the face. And at the end of the day, you're just going to keep on playing these people over. Cam? We know Cam has his things going on and everything. You know, Cam is much better than TLC. I'm just saying. I mean, you know. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. Cam is gone. That actually does step into the timeline on why, after I talked to his mother said we can do the interview with Cam, and then Cam all of a sudden changed people. And when he changed people, his mom was like, "Well, we got to now go through that." I think that was probably the time frame wise, where it's like now he's probably an ass for his trade. So again, two and two come together until all this stuff happened or whatnot. Because we were supposed to have Cam on last year, but anyway, he ain't here, so now we gotta go and try to get somebody else on the show. But anyway, we'll see if the trades continue. I still think we need to make another move. Well, here's the other thing. Will Kevin Knox get time or not? He's here now. So, can he bring in, is he, again, he ain't been playing. I had forgot he was even in the league. Okay. So can he bring anything to the table? I don't know. But he's here now. But again, I'm like, JJ has been on your team this whole time, and you won't even let him be on the floor halfway decent. That's messed up. Coop has been here this whole time. He can hit shots. He is not afraid to shoot shots either. He knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to do an entry pass. He's very comfortable doing those type of things. And he'll be up in your grill on defense. But he can't get no playing time. And one of the things we have issues with is defense. JJ can play defense. He can move his feet. He can jump out the gym and get all your rebounds. He can block shots. He can run the floor. He can pick and pop. He has a jumper. He can hit it. He's proven that. But not when you give him 2.3 minutes a game and he knows he's getting pulled when someone breathes hard. That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. It ain't cool at all. Because, think about this. Cam and Hunter wouldn't been playing. Right? We wouldn't have seen them at all, basically. Is that what we're saying? You see what I'm saying? Because Hunter did play when he was drafted. Cam played when he was drafted. They were here before Nate was. Right? So is that what we got to look forward to? I don't think that's right. I don't think you just leave that to chance. Again, especially after your general manager basically said, I don't know why they ain't playing. I would like to see them play. But Travis is not the coach. Kevin Knox, I hope to see him play. We're going to find out. We might find out tonight. I mean, again, like how many more games do we have to see TLC not give you nothing? He ain't been doing. He's had that one game, and that was supposed to validate him being in the starting lineup and getting all these minutes. I think not. I think not. Again, exactly, Linda. LP played those guys. How come we can't see the rookies now? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. I'm just trying to be logical on the basketball end of things. All the other rookies in the league are getting minutes. I did a whole video the other night, and I ran down all the rookies and the minutes that they're getting. And our guy's getting 2.3 minutes. You telling me this guy is better than Sharif? This guy's better than JJ? Are you kidding me? You better get out of here with that. We don't even give him a chance to fail. We won't even give him a chance to fail when all the other players on the team have been failing. Big time. How I know we've been failing? We have 24 losses now. How much worse can it get? And the flip side is, what if they could have been helping us this whole time? Before COVID, we had 5 players out. Solo was one of those. You mean to tell me you couldn't bring one of those guys up just to fill that slot? You couldn't do it? You couldn't do it. But you insisted on what was not working. How do we know it's not working? We got 24 losses. At least last night we saw a little glimpse into what we hope is the future. Because literally now, we need a 10-game win streak. I've been saying that for a while. We need a 33-game win streak now to even be looked at as something. But we need a 10-game win streak to get back in this thing. We're not that literally still, because of the East is being the East again a little bit, even though there's teams that are better, but just a bunch up is still there. It's still within our grasp to fix this. But we do have to start winning. We have to win more than one game in a row. We have to beat good teams. We got to beat everybody that's above us because we're so below now, right? So that has to start somewhere. Wish it could have been last night because that would give us some kind of credibility. All these TV games we were supposed to get this year, that's just been a disaster. Trey may or may not make the All-Star game. Right? The refs are trying to make sure that John don't get in. It's ridiculous. Look at Nate coaching staff. Oh, I mentioned that earlier, Linda. I said that last year. I said that last year with the previous regime. You know what? Keep LP, but get rid of all these other guys. They're not helping him. We have no specialists on any kind of level, and it's killing us. We know that from the substitute games that we have, except for the one with Chris Jett and the Cleveland game. All the other games have been terrible trash. Bad trash. 56-14, and we lose that game because we didn't want to double team Anthony Simmons? Get out of here with that stuff. We want to play an 8-man rotation? We got people back? Get out of here with that stuff. I don't want to hear all this. Somebody is supposed to be responsible for something. Something is supposed to say, hey, Gallo is shooting us out the game right now. We need to take him out and put Big O back in there and play some defense so we can hold this freaking lead. We have a lead. And Gallo's still out there giving up points because he ain't hitting. I already told you. You want me to say it one more time? Fourth quarter? Make sure it's still up. Gallo played 12 minutes and scored 0 points. And you know he was giving up points on the defensive end. You know it. So why was he allowed to close out the game? But Big O played 4 minutes and 34 seconds, had 2 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, had a steal, and had a block. I'm trying to tell you, what does that mean to you? Yeah, he went 1 for 2 from free throw line, but you know, he didn't miss it again. He should have been getting more minutes. Period. Why was Bogey in there at all? He wasn't hitting nothing. Went 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from three-point line. 0 points. That's the fourth quarter. How come the minutes for DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Trae Young, Big O not up at that point? Even with Kevin, Kevin was 1 for 2, had 2 rebounds and an assist. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So again, I don't know about firing Nate. I mean, I think they're in a position where they have to keep him somehow because it'll kind of delegitimize everything from last year. It would almost erase everything from last year. And then who are you replacing them with? You can't replace him with anybody on the coaching staff. We're definitely done at that point. Nate's our best chance to fix this because he is a good coach. But from last year to this year, he's reverted back to stuff that has bit him in the butt before, and I don't know why he's doing it. The injuries and COVID can't be excuses at a certain point. When we have alternatives, we do have alternatives. You don't want to play the rookies? Fine. Play Skylar Mays and Luke. TLC needs to be DNP. Hunter is back. Sorry, he is. Isn't he? Isn't he? Put Skylar Mays in there as a backup small forward for Hunter, not TLC. You want to do that? Clint ain't back yet. Okay, you got to play Gorgie. Okay, since you won't play JJ or nothing like that. Okay, but he don't need 15 minutes a night. Play him 10 minutes, and everybody else's minutes go up. These guys ain't old. I can understand that these guys are 40 years old, but not really because Brown out there at 37 doing what he doing, right? But he ain't doing nothing. He's ineffectual. So, you know, guess what? Big O needs to play 35 minutes, not 15. Big O's shot 100% from the field his last 2 games. My God. All right, I'm gonna go for real now because it's almost daylight. How can we continue to have Kevin screw up the inbound play? We had a timeout. Yeah, I mean, I'm again miffed at that one. That one hurt. He does have a little propensity on those a little bit, and again, sometimes that's coaching. And guess what? That's coaching on the decision. Why not Trae do it? That's coaching. That's pure coaching right there. There's nothing. Kevin didn't go to the over there to the sideline and say, "Give me the ball, ref. I'm inbounding the ball." The coach set that up. The coach knows that Kevin has that propensity sometimes to do stuff like that. It's not all the time, but the times it has been, it's hurt us every time, right? And in that case, Kevin unfortunately was part of the reason we lost that game. That time it did hurt. It hurt bad because they scored, right? But that's coaching. That's just strictly coaching. There should have been an assistant. Hey, coach, instead of Kevin taking the ball out, we might want to have Trae take the ball out because this is kind of like a crunch situation. And he's our point guard, and he would have a better propensity to call a timeout if we can't get there. He wouldn't just throw the ball in there, or even John inbounding the ball. One of those two should inbound the ball because Kevin, unfortunately, had a little bit of a, you know, and since we don't practice this, but anyway, how can we? Oh, I've already said that. But yeah, that's part of it. Again, everybody is culpable. Everybody's culpable. But the coaching staff is the coaching staff, and the coaching they have a charge to take care of the team, and they've done a horrible job at coaching this year. Most of the problems that we have is based on coaching, rotations, the lineups themselves, and lack of concentration to say this is what we're going to do on offense and this is what we're going to do on defense. It ain't there because we have 24 losses to prove it. There ain't nothing else we need to know. We have 24 losses. We give up 50 points in the paint. We give up 10 points higher percentage on the 3-point line. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Let's see if I can pull it up. I got too many screens open. Dooby dooby doo. Let's see which one gets me there faster. The Chicago Bulls shoot 38.5% from three. You know what they shot last night from three? Anybody wants to know? Again, I've said it already. They shot 46%. 38, 39, 44, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. They shot 8 points higher from the three-point line last night playing us. That's what you need to know. I've been saying it for a month and a half. How in the world do we keep letting teams shoot career highs on us? Scrubs shooting career highs on us. It used to be a nice little joke, but now it's disgusting. Because we won't double team somebody to get the ball out that one person's hand that's hurting us. We won't do it. We won't instantly do what other teams do to us. No, we're trapping Trey right now. Trey gets out of it, cool and all. But we're going to do it. We're going to try to stop him. Can't stop him, but we're going to try to. We basically say, we don't even care about your guy killing us. We're going to just let him do it. Don't work like that, y'all. We will not rotate. We won't fight through screens. We keep playing empty space and we keep over helping. They shot 46% from three last night. 46. Do I gotta keep saying that? They shoot 38% for the season, which is higher than everybody, basically. But they shot 46% on us. If that's not a problem. 46 points in the paint. We lost by 6 points. Big O being in the game probably prevents at least 3 shots. But he won't get enough minutes because we just got to play Gorgie Jane because, you know, instead of starting Big O, you know, no, what you do is start Hunter to alleviate what you might not get from the bench from TLC since you insist on playing him, right? But yeah, Bogey hasn't really played that well this year. That's just facts. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Put him on the bench. I've been saying that forever now. Kevin is the better player. He always has been the better player. I've been saying that since the very jump. Especially now that Cam is gone. But that's another reason why the Rook should be playing. Why Lou should at least be playing. DeLon Wright has regressed. Whatever he did those 3 seasons, his last 3 seasons, we ain't going to get it. And it's tiring to even think that something's going to change drastically at this point. He's getting paid $8 million to give us what he's been getting. And that ain't enough. It's a mistake. Own up to the mistake and stop keeping him on the floor, hurting us. Coach can decide that. He's not giving us enough. Lou is a shooting guard. Quit playing him at point guard and let the boy shoot. That's coaching's fault. Stop letting Gallo bring the ball up. That's coaching's fault. We have a point guard on the bench, Sharife Cooper. Give him enough minutes, he's going to get you an effectual game of running the offense, scoring points, and getting you assists every night. Let JJ play. Let's find out if they can. Let's find out if they can succeed instead of assuming they can't even help us when we've been. Again, if we were full healthy from the beginning of the season, yes, those guys weren't going to play. They weren't going to be able to bump ahead of everybody else who was going to be playing. But that wasn't the case. It hasn't been the case from jump. And you mean to tell me they didn't have no shot in the world of playing? They shouldn't have been drafted then. I'm sorry, that's just facts. It's an hour. It's 60 minutes. I gotta go. I will talk to y'all soon. Again, I might try to do a show tonight for around the ATL after the Knicks game. We'll see, or tomorrow afternoon, sometime or another. I just have to kind of see how things go for the rest of this day. I need to roll out of here because I'm running out of time. I will talk to y'all later. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Rico, for paying attention, watching. Anybody else who watches, hopefully y'all tag a few people. Like I said, I'll try to repost this at a certain point in time. And of course, put it on Twitter and all that kind of good stuff. Talk to y'all later. Peace.